Good morning, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about mold. Super excited. I told you guys it would be a week, and here I am. So I just got in all my really, really cute molds, and so we're going to be doing a little bit of those today because I'm hoping that they worked out for me, and we're going to try some new stuff today. So, first of all, I've got one mixture going already. I've already kind of played around with it just a little bit. I have my dog tag mold here, which I've got one in it. But and then I've got a smaller one. This one right here. It's super small. So I've already played around with it to make my own dogs, their little chains. And I've got this one. It's for my son's dog, Harley. And then this one I made for my dog, or my husband's dog, Bo. And I did some camouflage vinyl on there and just a gray vinyl on Harley's. So that's how those turned out there. And I made one for my mother's dog, Bella. And I also got my grinder molds in here. So hopefully, let me shut the shade here. Maybe it won't be so bright. Lord, come on. Hang up there. Okay, there we go. I'm glowing. Anyways, I got my grinder molds in and I've already tried them out. I did a epoxy resin with orange glow in the dark there. I'm going to show you guys how to peel all these out. I also got my name or my letter molds in, and I've already had a couple of orders for these, and then I had some leftover stuff, so I just done those. So I'm going to show you guys how to peel those out, and also hopefully we're going to get to this if we have extra after doing the others. These are the self-defense keychain molds, and I also got in a bunch of these. These are like the mama bear with the two baby bears. I've got moose. I've got giraffes. I've got kangaroos. These I think are cows. Yeah. We've got owls, cute little owl ones. Lab puppies, I think, is what those are. We've got dinosaurs. We've got ducks, super cute. Turtles, yay. Wolves, another weenie dog one. And then monkeys. And then I've got the doe deer and the buck deer. So these two we're going to be doing today. I'm going to make mine and my husband one just to play around with it and get it all, try it and figure it out. I've also got a whole bunch more. I've got like little fish and a camper and different ones going on there. I've got the ribbon ones, which we're going to be doing a breast cancer awareness one today in pink. And because I'm a super Harry Potter fan, the Deathly Hallows symbol. We're also going to be doing a football. I'm going to do that one for me as well, for my son playing football. I've got a t-shirt one, which I'll probably just practice on this one for myself. Again, I love keychains, guys. Just, I love them. And I'm going to do this for my business one. And then I've got the little onesie one I'm going to make for my niece with her new baby's stats on it. And so we're gonna first, let me mix this real quick so it doesn't get hard again. This is a mix I did using orange glitter. It's called Neon Orange. I picked this up at Walmart, the glitter. All of the molds were ordered on Amazon. You can get some really cool looking ones from Amazon. And there's endless possibilities to some of these, you know, what I've seen. I love them. I think this is going to wind up and be one of my new addictions. Besides the tumblers. So, you know, I'll probably be doing more videos on that and showing you guys what I'm doing. I have been really busy in the shop this last week. I finally got in here. We've been rearranging. We've been organizing some stuff. You can't really tell back behind me, but I do have my workstation pretty much from this side over. And so we're trying to get all that lined out and all that still. I did do a couple of tumblers, but they were need to go right then and there, and so I didn't video those. But hopefully I will have. I'm excited to do the Dawn Power Wash method, and so I will probably try to figure out how to video that. I'm doing it on my laptop right now, and you've got to kind of do that one outside, and so we're going to try to figure that one out. But I want to video that one. That one's going to be really cool. So right now I'm going to show you guys, before we get into pouring our molds and mixing the epoxy and all that, I want to try to show you guys how to take these out of the mold. So I'm going to tilt you guys down, and I'm going to show you how to take this one, my grinder molds, and then my little letter molds here. I'm going to show you guys how to take those out before we get started. Okay, guys, I hope you guys can see all of that. So what you do is you take your mold and you just kind of edge around it, kind of pop it out of there, go right around the edge, and then it just pops right out. And there you go. There's your mold. What I'll do is I'll put her Bella's name on it, and then I will attach the Keychain hardware like I did this one. This is the hardware that came with it. And so I may do some adjustments since they're going on dog collars. That's a little long for me to just wiggle around. So I may just take the chain out and just use this, but that's just a decision for later. So there's that one. I have that one out. And now I'm going to go for my letter ones here. You just kind of edge around, pop it out of the edges there, bend the edges. Uh-oh. Come on. There we go. There's my A. And what I'll do, I ordered these not realizing that they didn't have the little peg things like this one does. For the holes in the letters. And so what I'll do is if I can find my Dremel, I'll just drill a little hole with my Dremel through the tops. So no big deal, not a big deal at all. So same thing with these. You just kind of pop it out of there. And there's your B. And now a C. And that one will glow in the dark. It's the glow in the dark orange. D. Okay. And then my L here. This one, actually turned out not how I wanted it to. It's supposed to have been a red and white swirl, or that's what I was trying. The customer just said red and white, so it's fine. But as you can tell right here, the white settled on the bottom, or yeah, it settled, and then the red on top. All right, and then the N is the same way. These two, the L and the N, were for customers. And like I said, she just said red and white, and so that's what happened. My white settled. So I think what I'm going to need to do is, if I'm doing two different colors, I'm going to need to let one color kind of dry and settle before I add the other color, you know, if I'm doing two different colors. And so I think that's what's going to have to happen there. All right, now on to these. These can be a little bit tricky, I think, because it's got the holes in the middle. And so I kind of want to be careful with that. I'm just trying to go around the edges and hopefully just kind of pop it out. Well, it didn't quite. See, yes, it didn't work out the way I needed it to. All of these are supposed to be just like that one. And so, and I poked down in the holes, and so I thought I was getting the epoxy down in there, but apparently I was not. And so we'll see how this one comes out. Yeah, this one turned out a little bit better. Again, there's still a couple places that I need to really practice a little bit more. This was my very first one. And so, but there's a couple little places that didn't work. So, but it does go together and it does twist like it's supposed to. And so just a little bit more practice on that one, I think will work. And something different to kind of poke down in the holes and make sure that the epoxy is really getting down good in them holes. So there's that part of it. Mostly just wanted to share how to get those out. Okay, so now on to our new ones. These, I'm gonna use the extra from what I have left from these other ones. And so I'm gonna set that to the side. And the first one that I'm gonna do is my little t-shirt mold here. Let me find something to put underneath here. Okay, there we go. That way I'm not messing some stuff up. I think I'm going to move my epoxy over here also. So that I don't have to keep getting up and going back here. So give me just a second. The epoxy that I use is the amazing Clear Cast. I hope you guys can see that. I may end up switching. There's a different brand that I would like to try. No problems with this, and this is what I've learned on, and you know, and it's fun. But sorry guys. Getting my little table ready over there. But there is a brand that I've done some research on, and I think once that runs out, I think I may use a different brand. But anyways, right now this is what we've got. So pull my sleeves up here. Also, another tip when you're working with epoxy, make sure that you're in a well ventilated area, because this stuff can be strong. I've got a window open even though it's super cold in the shop. We've got heaters going. I've got heaters at my feet. So, and you're supposed to be wearing a mask. I don't, because I can't see what I'm doing and, you know, and all that. So, but you're supposed to. But anyways, here we go. This is the one that I mixed with the orange. I hope you guys can see that in there, maybe. Orange glitter. It's extra fine glitter. And so I'm just going to take this mold, hoping you guys can see that. And what I like to do is kind of go super slow so that you're not just dumping it out somewhere. And then that way you're not overfilling your mold. Okay. And then I just kind of spread it. As needed. Okay. This is kind of the boring part, watching me pour epoxy. Because it can get a little tedious. Because you don't want to just dump it in there. And you want to make sure you get in between there where your keyhole is going to be. Your key ring hole is going to be. And then sometimes I just kind of dip my stick in there and get out a little bit as I'm getting towards the end. Because again, you don't want to overdo it. And it levels out. If you lay it on a flat surface, it will level itself out. And I think I got it. So that one's done. And you just lay it over here. I let them sit overnight, 24 hours overnight. Just because I want to make sure that they're hard. The dog tags that I did with Harley and Bo's name on them, they sat overnight, and I think it got a little bit too cold that night, and they were still kind of bendy. The next day they were hard, but they kind of, you know, were pliable. And so I let them sit again overnight last night, and I come in this morning and they were hard as a rock. So if they are a little bit pliable, just leave them alone, let them sit, and they'll be fine. Okay, so there's that color. And so now I think I'm going to do the breast cancer one. I'm going to mix 2 pumps of A and 2 pumps of B. I have the little pump things. And so 2 pumps of each. That gives me a little bit of extra. And we can use it later for those bigger molds, self-defense keychains. And so we'll be able to use those later. So I think we'll be fine. Again, I am also learning with these molds and stuff. I've seen some people do some amazing things with them and blend colors and, you know, really, really do some awesome stuff with them. And so I'm hoping to advance and do all that stuff also. I'm just learning the basics and trying to teach you guys as I go. And also, if you have any tips, it would be great. So I'm going to use extra fine pink. It's called Cherry Blossom. Again, this was just something I picked up at Walmart. A lot of my glitter comes from Walmart. The Dollar Tree also sells glitter. I know some people are all about brands and who do, you know, specific glitters and all that. And that's great. You know, I'm not knocking that in any kind of way. I just have never had anything bad happen with the Walmart glitter. And it's a little bit cheaper for me and a little bit more convenient. For me, I can get everything I need in one place. And sometimes I even order off Amazon. I have done that in bulk. Just, you know, whatever works for you, you know. And so, you know, however you need to do it. Like I said, I've never had anything bad happen when using the Walmart or Dollar Tree glitter. Most of the time, Dollar Tree, you can only get the small packs or, you know, little odd colors or whatever. I did get a pack the other day, and I'll show you guys this pack that I got because I absolutely love it. This is the pack that I got at the Dollar Tree the other day. And I used this bronzy color right here and did a Leopard Print Cup. And it sold before it even got done turning. And so, you know, like I said, not knocking no glitters or any other companies or anything like that. You know, just whatever works for you. And I am very frugal, and so, you know, Dollar Tree, dollar store works for me. All right, so we're going to start pouring this. And I usually try to start in the bigger parts of the mold, and because it will spread to the smaller parts. I'm just getting around that little peg for the hole there, making sure I get everything in there. Like I said, it will spread, and you can spread it yourself. It's very quick and easy, though, for sure. And that's what I like about it. You can get these out in a day or two, you know. I don't know if you can use like the fast sets or, you know, anything like that with these. I'm not real sure. Trying to keep my other glitters and stuff start up real good. Okay, so now I'm going to take this, pick it up, and put it over here. And let it sit again overnight. Now I'm going to do this one. My niece just had a baby. Well, I just say just, she's almost 7 months old. And I've done some really cute things for her. I've done a tumbler with her footprints on it and all that stuff. And so I bought this mold. It came in the group with all the rest of them. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's what I'm going to do with that. So there we go. Now, like I said, I'm doing 2 pumps of each. It's a 50-50 or a 1 excuse me, guys, a 1-to-1 ratio on my epoxy. So, and that way I have a little bit left to go in these other molds. Sorry, it's taking me a minute. This part A is really, really thick, and so it takes a minute for my pump to come back up. All right, and for this one, I'm going to use, it's called Caribbean, also from Walmart. My niece's favorite color is this teal color. I hope that's coming through for you guys. And I just dump it in there a little bit. In there. Ooh, that might have been a little bit much, actually. And then I just mix it up. I'm using these little throwaway cups. They do not have the lines because, like I said, I use the pumps. But I also have these little solo cups here. I use these sometimes too. If you can see, they have lines on them that you can tell what how much you're putting in there. And so I use those sometimes too. And also a cute little thing that came with my mold kit is these little cups right here. They have this little pour spout here and a little handle. And then they also have lines on the sides. So that was kind of cool. And they're little real thin plastic and you can just throw them away. But I'm just using this for now. Okay, that's pretty much good. And this one's going to be pretty easy because it's nothing but a big open area. And like I said, I started in the middle and I'm just letting it spread to the edges. Uh-oh, I dropped. And this one is pretty much taking all of this epoxy here. So I may not have any of this left. That's a pretty big open area. Yeah, I don't have any of that left. So I'm just going to throw that one away. And now I'm going to move this one. See, it's finished there. I'm going to move this one over here also. And we're gonna move to the gold. We're gonna do the Deathly Hallows symbol here. It's gonna be a little bit difficult because all it is lines, and so I'm gonna have to really take my time with that one. Mix it up just a little bit. All right, I had my gold. This is called Champagne Gold, again from Walmart. Okay, and it is extra fine also. You don't want to add too much glitter because it will clump up on you. All right, I think that's good. There. All right, so this one is going to be kind of tedious. Like I said, I'm going to try and kind of ease it out there. I don't know how well that's working out. I may have to go back over the top with a baby wipe and get it off the tops. I'm just easing it out here in a little string. And it will move around and settle. Like I said, this one's going to be super tedious. You're just kind of stringing it along here, letting it kind of flow out in little bitty, tiny drips. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I have a baby wipe here, and I'm just going to go over the top. Because if you leave that there, you're going to get places sticking out that you don't want sticking out. You're going to have edges that you're going to have to file down or you know, take off or whatever. And so you just kind of, it's easier to do it this way than to file all that down. Excuse me. Okay, there we go. There's that one. And I'm going to take it and lay it over here also. All right, so now this time, what I'm going to do, because my brown is going to be a solid color. This is Resin Colorant. I ordered it off of Amazon. It came in a box like this. This is the box that it came in. I'll get rid of all my glitter here real quick. I'm going to move it all that around. Put all my glitter up. And I'm going to mix up a really big batch of brown because I'm going to use it for my excuse me, my deer and my others also. And I'm going to use it for my deer and my football, for all of them. So this is going to be a really big batch. I'll probably use 3 pumps of each just to start, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I'm going to mix that up real quick, just a little. Here, let me get these, just a little mix. So get hard over here. Okay, this color is called Caramel. Add a few drops. Okay. It doesn't take a whole lot, just a little, and mix it in. Make sure you catch those edges and the sides there. All right, we're going to go with the football first since it's a big open area, and see how it does. That's such a really pretty color. I hope you guys can see that color. It's really, really pretty. I'm being really careful around this top edge here because of the laces there. And then I'm just going to be real careful around going around the peg for the hole. Fill that in real good. All right. Still got a little bit of room to go in there. All right, there we go. That one is full. So I'm gonna take it over here. Again, I let mine dry overnight just to make sure they're really hard. Like I said, I did the dog tags, and yesterday you could really bend them, and today you can't. There's no way that's not bending. So I just let them sit again overnight last night. I think it was a little cold in here the night before, and so I just let them sit again overnight, and they were fine. All right, I may not get to the buck here. I think I'm just going to go with this one for now. Okay, we'll see. We will see. I may actually have to add some more epoxy in here. But I'd rather not waste it. You know, I'd rather, which I'm not going to. I'm going to use those molds over there. But, you know, if you don't have to add more, then don't do it. Because this stuff is kind of expensive. And I am kind of just showing y'all this. Usually I would use what I have left from doing cups and just stick them in a mold or something like that. Yeah, I'm going to have to add another pump or two. Okay, and then I'm going to add a couple more drops of the brown. I just did one pump that time. And so that way we're not wasting it. Like I said, usually I would just do this with whatever I have left from doing my tumblers. But here we go. I really wanted to experiment with these and do something really cool with you guys. Since I haven't been on here in a little while, things got a little crazy for me. My sister got diagnosed with kidney cancer, and which now they did do the surgery, and she's okay now. They're not talking chemo or radiation or anything right now. She's got to go back in a couple months and get checked and you know, and all that. But she's doing okay now. And then my son and I both got COVID, and so that was a little crazy and hectic. And then the holidays hit, and so last month was just super crazy. I almost didn't video a lot of those because of course me being sick and you know, deadlines and you know, things of that nature. It got a little crazy around here. So there we go. I've got a little bit of brown left, and I may or may not use it in these molds over here. So we'll see. I got a little bit of epoxy on my fingers, and then I'm gonna wipe around those edges there. I dripped a little bit there, and so, but otherwise these are really cute. I love the little pegs for the holes, are little hearts. I know you may not be able to see it. Let me see. I really think they're really cute. They've got little hearts for the pegs. This is the doe with the two kid deer, the little buck and the little doe. I did this one because I have a boy and a girl, and so I'm going to do these for myself. Most of these are probably going to be mine. I know the t-shirt one, and then those are going to be mine, and the football is also going to be mine for my son. And so I really am enjoying this, getting to experiment. I will also post them on my Facebook business page. And if you do not know, I do have a business page. It is Sweet Tea Designs in Holly Grove, Arkansas. That is my business page. Go check it out. And so now I'm going to move this brown off to the side because I'm not sure if I want to use it or not. Let me see. Which one do I like the best? I think I'm going to go with the owl because I've got a bunch of glitter, and owls just look like glitter to me. And so I'm going to start with my orange because it's been here the longest and it's kind of sitting up a little bit. It's gotten a little hard. And so I'm going to use it first. I'm just going to start with the ears up here. If I can get it to come out. Yeah, it's starting to get a little thick. It's still pliable, but it's getting a little thick. And then I'm just going to go around here. I'm going to try to layer these colors. We'll see how that works. Not layer on top, but layer like up against each other. We're going to see how that works. Right now, I'm just using my popsicle stick to kind of push it up against those edges. And really fill that up. Whoops. I dropped some in another mold, but that's fine. It'll dry and come right off. The epoxy doesn't stick to the silicone, so we're good to go there. That worked out pretty cool. I'm gonna just add a tad bit more there. Let it fill itself out. Okay, done with that. Okay, and here's the pink. I'm going to stir it up a little bit, get it working up, scrape those edges, and then we're just going to go in with the pink. I know this is kind of the tedious part, guys. It really is, just watching me fill up these molds. I'm trying to kind of go with a little bit of a pattern here, so we'll see how that works. I don't know if it's going to work. We're going to see. It looks like this pink is going to fill this up, so I may not need the gold. Yeah, the pink kind of filled that up, and I used all the pink. So I don't think I need the gold. Let's see what other mold I have, and maybe gold would look good. We're gonna see. Okay, I've got a little fish mold here. It's kind of small, and it'll be a goldfish. So we'll do that. And I'm going to move this one over here. There we go. Oh, sorry, guys. All right. So we're going to do a fish. It's going to be a goldfish. And I'm not going to use the brown. There's not enough in there. I used pretty much all of it. So I'm just going to throw that away. There's like hardly any in there. And so I'm just going to throw that one away. All right, now let's do our goldfish. It is kind of tedious if you have molds that are like I did a minute ago, the Deathly Hallows one. You know, that gets a little tedious, but it's not bad. And these are pretty easy and quick to do if you're, you know, selling things. And like I said, these are good to have around so that if you have extra epoxy from making tumblers, you can throw these in there. Throw a little bit of epoxy or glitter or whatever in there and go with it. And sometimes I think they turn out really, really cute just by using the leftovers. You can also do matching tumblers and keychains, you know, as like a really cute maybe Valentine's bundle. If you're selling things, that would be really cool. Matching keychain and tumbler. I'm just trying to really fill this mold right now. There we go, empty. And that's that. That's how I do that. I'm gonna set this over here. If you have any bubbles, you can take a heat gun and go over them really quick. Get those bubbles out, which I may. I've got a bunch over there that have a few little bubbles, small, tiny ones. So you can do that. But, I'm going to tilt you guys back up again. If you, again, like I said, I really am super excited about these molds. I'll probably end up making all of mine just for advertisement and different things like that. You know, really cool stuff. I just wanted to do those few because I knew what I wanted to do with those. And so I want to do those with you guys because I had it in my mind and you know, that's what I wanted to do. And I'll probably use the extras as I go along and advertise them though. But anyway, guys, leave me some feedback, criticism, comments, whatever. I'm hoping to learn more about what, you know, how to do them and that kind of thing. And so as I go along, I'm hoping to video that. And then also, I'm hoping to get back on here soon, hopefully, maybe tomorrow, sometime or another. I've got to take my dog to the vet tomorrow, but hopefully soon I want to do the dishwasher method, the Dawn Power Wash method. It's this right here. And so that's going to be interesting to learn and do for the first time live. And I think that's it, guys. Stay tuned and just hang out with me. And I really appreciate you watching. And I hope you learned something today. Y'all have a good day, and I will see you soon.